All right.
Take care.
So you guys, I'm at the Seaside Rally. We got one Antifa across the street, or one counter supporter. How you doing today, sir?
You will leave me alone.
I just wanted to say hi and see how you're doing.
You're gone now. I'm done with stuff.
Okay. So if you look over there, you see a bunch of proud Americans. Proud to be an American. And if you look over here, you see a commie. All right. What? No, I'm not. Well, you support Antifa, right? You support BLM? Okay. I just brought up the fact of what's going on. Huh?
Shut your fucking mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
So you're a vet.
Okay?
So you're
third generation combat vet. You calling me names? Understand what you're doing, okay?
So are you a commie or what? Do you support BLM? Do you support Antifa?
I absolutely do.
And you support Antifa?
Yep, that's what I fought for in the fucking military. Is what my dad fought for in the army.
Yeah.
That's my grandfather.
So
we fight fascists.
So you also believe in burning down cities and attacking?
Are you fucking stupid?
Well, that's what Antifa does.
You are fucking stupid, man.
I mean, have you seen Portland? They're attacking alternative media.
You bragged about it online. Come on.
They're starting.
I'm trying to stand over here, and you guys want to come over here and harass me? Fuck you.
No one's harassing you.
I see it takes three of you to do it too. I'm just
standing there, holding my fucking flag, man. I mean, you know, you're fucking
good flag, man.
You want to be calling me trash? That's cool, but that's your right.
You started the fucking names. That's you guys starting the names. Yeah.
You didn't call you anything. Antifa, BLM.
I also wasn't important to you, was it?
Antifa is fucking.
I didn't say you did anything.
You said you guys.
You didn't say a word.
You said you guys.
I said him. I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna have my little cigarette off and fuck right off.
You can do the same, bud.
Actually, I just walked by nicely and said, "Hi, how you doing?" You told me to fuck off.
Fuck right off.
Yeah, you told me to fuck right off. So I was trying to be nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
coming over and saying, "How are you doing?" That's
Come on now.
that's being confrontational. But when I'm told to fuck off, well, that right there is confrontational.
You come over with your camera in my face, talking about you're just trying to come over here and start a conversation. Bullshit. Homie got a weapon on him.
I got a weapon
Coming
on
on
him.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know to be confrontational. Come on.
I'm not trying to be confrontational. I just came over to.
I already told Miles to fuck off.
Well,
You should have known.
me and Miles don't keep notes on people.
Oh, we got Antifa over here triggered.
Yeah.
He's triggered.
You know, I'm just curious how a combat veteran can actually support what Antifa is doing in Portland, Salem.
What the fuck do you think Antifa stands for? Anti-fashion.
Yeah,
There.
Wait, if that's
Figure it
true,
out. It
then
ain't that hard.
if
Same
that's true, then
conversation.
why didn't Antifa knock out my front teeth?
I don't know. Why?
Well, they're not anti-fascist then. They're not.
I
didn't do anything.
Got a shirt on.
The president, this is the president of the United States right
That
here.
doesn't mean anti-fascist.
How are you the one to decide? You're making a fact.
Well, being a military vet doesn't mean you're not a commie either. So if we're gonna play
That is
that
true.
game,
That is 100%
so if we're gonna play
true.
that game,
I ain't the one who started the main part.
Well, when you stand there, you kind of look and want to try and intimidate like
Oh, please, dude, you got fucking long guns over there. Come on now.
Go on,
Start that
flag.
shit.
No, it's cool. You're
Leave
minding
it
your own
over.
business. That's fair. You
I
are.
was. Don't
Yeah.
come up on me.
We're just kind of curious.
I just walked across and said, "Hi, how you doing?"
Stand here. It doesn't matter.
I know.
Everybody
It's when
business.
one comes, the entire pack comes. That's why we're curious.
Do you see anybody else? I
probably
don't see
will
nobody
be
else.
Hey,
I see something.
not in San Francisco. One
This ain't San Francisco. This is East Side.
San Francisco, one of the guys who said, "Hey, are you from San Francisco?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, I'll be back." And he comes back with 600 Antifa, and they came to his house. I'm just saying.
I hit him. Y'all keep to your side over there. You're fucked up.
Oh, we're coming over here next. We're gonna be over here. We're not. You and your fucking scumbag friends aren't.
What's
standing
scumbag
nowhere.
friends? I'm standing here by myself.
I'll be here. I'm
Still
sure. I'm
here
sure
all
there's a
alone.
fucking bus somewhere
What's the
getting
point of
her.
being here by yourself? I'm curious about that.
It don't matter.
That's true, but
He can stand. Hey,
Stand where the fuck
he
I
can
want.
stand
Free
wherever he
country,
wants.
free country.
He's an American. He can stand
No, I
wherever he
agree. I'm
wants.
just asking what
But,
the point is.
yeah.
You're wasting his time.
Ah, look, man, he can do that. He can stand wherever he wants.
No, I agree with that.
That's the
Yeah.
point of y'all coming over and
But
mass.
when his fucking homies get here and start their shit, he's gonna get roped in with the rest of them.
Okay, you threatening me?
No, I'm not threatening myself.
That's probably a good idea.
Self-defense is not a
Yeah,
threat.
it ain't self-defense when you started provoking me.
Oh,
No one's provoking you.
yeah. I'm not in your bubble. You got your mask. Fucking, you're safe. You're okay,
I
bud.
ain't worried about saying
We're not gonna hurt you. You're alright.
worried about saying
Today's Sunday.
That's it.
It's Sunday.
David,
You
that's
want
why.
to keep on fucking Monday.
All day, that's why. I don't give a shit.
So are we marching? Or are we speaking?
I talked to the organizer. He's not sure we're marching or not. He's going to leave that up to the group.
We have enough to march.
Well, you be safe and have a good day.
God bless you.
No, he told, I go over there, how you doing? He goes, fuck you. Okay.
Went all the way out here. Jeez.
Did you say where he was from?
He said he's talking about this is Seaside. And I was just like,
I think he's a local here.
We all go to Costco.
He's-
We all go to
he
Fred
said-
Meyer. We all go to Winco. We all go to those places. And so there's no reason why we can't have every business open. So and we can do this. Yeah. The private sector knows how to do this. We go to Winco and we don't die. We don't all die. So let's open up here. Yeah. Thank you, Representative Mills.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. All right. I got one more guy I'd like to have come up, and that's Jim Hoffman. If you would, please, sir.
All right, let's see if I'm intelligent enough to operate this thing. I hope everybody can hear me. For those of you that don't know me, I've been involved with politics for a long time. I was in Umatilla County. I worked at the prison out there. I was the alternate vice chair for the Republican Party. When I moved back here, I became the vice chairman here, and then 2 years after that, I became the chairman for the Republican Party. I've been all over this state. I've been to rallies everywhere. And let me tell you, I've seen a lot of excitement going on. Let me touch one thing that Mike was talking about. Now that we have a Republican here, when I moved back here 8 years ago, there was 12,600 registered liberals in this county. As of the last election, we are down, or I should say they are down, to 9,600, which means they've lost 3,300. That is a good feeling, but we got to keep pushing that. We got to keep educating people, teaching them why our vote is important. I know we're all depressed because Trump lost. I've been mad, I've wanted to throw things, I've wanted to shoot things. But we cannot give up. I've heard so many people say, my vote doesn't count, so I'm not voting next time. That's what the liberals want us to do. We can't let that happen, folks. We got to stay active. We've got to educate people. And we can take this state back. I mean, we've got the numbers to do it. It's just people don't vote. That's what we need. We need people to vote. We need people to get active. Anyway, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming out, and thank you for giving me a couple of minutes to talk.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I want one more person to come up here. You would? A couple more.
I'll go after her.
Alright. This is Haley Adams. One of the organizers of the resistance, or if you want to call it that. A good, proud American and a Republican. Here you go. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. So I came out here today because I wanted to support my family, and we're all family, because what's going on in our country right now is a disgrace. Trump didn't lose. I wanted to say that. He didn't lose the election. It was stolen, and that is the fate of our country right now, and they're trying to take all of our rights, your gun rights, and they are trying to impose in your family lives now. So we need to fight. We need to start doing community building. We have to start there, because right now, this is a new era, and we got to start figuring out more plans of what we're going to do, because people will die, people are dying, but they're not going to die in vain. They're going to die as heroes. We need to start, men need to start coming out, start providing for their families. The women need to start doing as much as the men are doing, helping the men in providing as well, any way as possible. I just wanted to come out here and just say a few things. It's really up to us, and our children's future right now is depending on every single one of us. That's why we need to start community building, because I am depending on you guys and my fiance to protect my children. And I'm depending on all of us to protect our families, our grandchildren, our nephews, our nieces, every single one of us. Because it's really sad what's going on. And when the Patriots stormed the Capitol in Washington, D.C., those were not domestic terrorists. Those were the people that are heroes and that were standing up for my children. And I respect every single one of them, especially the ones that passed away in the hands of our own government. We need to fight. It's time to rise up, and you need to start preparing now. And if you don't start preparing, you're going to get left behind. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Okay, I got another speaker. Philip, if you would, please, sir.
I'm happy to be here again.
And I just wanted to say, you guys already know who I am, and I'll give you a little background on that if you don't already know. So before the whole thing happened in San Francisco where I got my teeth knocked out, I became famous because I stopped 2 riots here in Portland during the time that Black Lives Matter and Antifa were trying to burn down the federal courthouse. The first night I stopped them by myself, there's about 5,000 Antifa and Black Lives Matter. I went up there and I said, well, my life matters and I'm black and I'm tired of you guys burning stuff down in my name. I'm sick of it. It's a political movement. It has nothing to do with black lives. They've not given a single penny to black people, and that is a simple fact. They've raised over $1 billion. They could literally end slavery in the East if they wanted to. So, that's one way to know me. Also, another background is that I got my teeth knocked out in San Francisco October 17th, about 2 months ago, when Antifa came to attack us. They knocked out my front teeth, and the very next day I got banned on Facebook, I got banned on Twitter, I got banned on Instagram. They took down the GoFundMe to fix my teeth. They manipulated Google search results against me. They manipulated YouTube search results against me. They even put false information fact checks. All the hundreds and thousands of videos that people were posting of me getting my teeth knocked out, of me getting attacked, even me just laying in the hospital bed. So I want you to know that when big tech does hashtag Black Lives Matter and boosts it, and liberals say Black Lives Matter, it's a political movement, they're full of shit, they're racist, it has nothing to do with black people. It doesn't, they're just manipulated. The most important thing I can tell you today is you've seen how the President of the United States was banned off Twitter. You've seen how Sidney Powell was banned off Twitter. You've seen how General Flynn, the war hero, was banned off Twitter. I saw it coming from a mile away, that's why I went to go protest big tech. But Conservative Inc. MAGA stars like Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, and Matt Walsh wouldn't do it because they were too scared to lose their online marketing. They didn't want to lose Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And that's the issue right here. We can't compromise. We can't say, well, this is the one thing I won't sacrifice. We have to fight all out. When I say that, I mean we need our own media. We can't just have CNN and MSNBC and ABC and CBS News all against Fox News by itself. Now we got the Epoch Times, now we got OEN News, now we have NTD News, and that's a good start. New upcomers, but we need a lot more news stations. On top of that, we need new streaming stations. We can't just have Netflix, Hulu, and Disney because they're brainwashing people to be Democrats, and lots of the movies on there, you can literally search Donald Trump on Netflix, and all it comes up is stuff about the Holocaust and Hitler. I'm not even kidding, you can look. That's how crazy it's gotten. We need our own search engines as well. DuckDuckGo is great, but we need more. And Google cannot be the default search. So we need to work hard to take back the country and to take back the culture. Because that's what's happening right now. They're taking back everything. They destroyed free speech. Big tech committed mass election interference in this election. The mainstream media did the same thing. And another thing I want you guys to know, is that COVID-19 was not a mistake. That was not an accident. That was done on purpose. Think about it.
Another police officer has died after killing himself due to the insurrectionist, terrorists, and white supremacists.
Stop silencing black voices! Stop silencing black voices!
Silencing a black man.
She won't even let me speak. This is the hatred right there. This is the hatred. She's talking about insurrectionists when BLM and Antifa burned down America for 6 months straight. And they called that mostly peaceful protesters, okay? So the one time that we actually do something, because our election was stolen, because big tech has been banning us, censoring us, shadow banning us into oblivion. They've been deciding who gets to be the next congressman, who gets to be the next senator. Of course we're mad. We've been treated unfairly. We've been beaten for months and months, for 4 years straight. We've been banned, we've been silenced, we've been demonized, we've been vilified, we've been fired, we've been doxxed, we've been expelled, we've been expunged, you name it. So of course we're going to be pissed off, and that's the reason why the Capitol was stormed. It had nothing to do with Donald Trump's rhetoric. It did not. It has nothing to do, because let me tell you something, the election was stolen. That's not dangerous rhetoric, this is a simple fact. It's already been confirmed by Italy that the election was stolen, that the many voting machines were corrupted in Biden's favor. That's just a simple fact, and more is already coming out on that. And ask yourself, why was Donald Trump banned right the day before this came out? Why was he banned? We all know why.
But I want to go back and talk about COVID-19 because it was not a mistake. Because all the craziness popped off when we only had months before the election, with BLM and Antifa burning everything down and yelling, "Oh, I'm oppressed, everything's terrible." But you know, you still live here though. You could leave, but that's the thing, you're not oppressed. And the reason why they stopped all the rioting the day after Biden was announced the victor is because the systemic racism thing they're talking about is not nearly as big as they pretend it is. But with COVID-19, you have to realize that during the surge of the Hong Kong protests, millions and millions of Hong Kong protesters were protesting against their communist leaders. And then, right at the height of the Hong Kong protests, COVID-19 infects China. So, the Hong Kong protests end, and we haven't seen any other Hong Kong protests. It's pretty obvious why. China is now the #1 economy in the world. This all happened just months before the presidential election. COVID-19, BLM and Antifa, the big tech purge, it all happened right before the election. This was not a fair election, even without the voter fraud, even without Dominion voting machines being corrupted. That's why we have to fight to take back our culture, take back our country. Give them no term. Don't give them a single inch. We must fight. Thank you.
Okay, I want to bring up a couple more people here. We have somebody that was in the Capitol on Wednesday. Kathleen, would you come up and say a few words, please?
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kathleen. I'm a retired law enforcement, 21 years. I worked as a state parole agent in California. I worked in prisons, jails, juvenile halls, the whole thing. And I was at the Capitol. I flew out of Portland. I was there all day on the 5th. I have live feed videos going the entire time and photos constant up on my Facebook. It was a beautiful event. I started out on the 6th, just like everybody else. I was 50 feet from our President of the United States when he gave his speech. So I was on the front row. And I left around 1:30 in the afternoon to go back to my hotel because it was a long day, it was cold, and I could hear that there was stuff going on. I just assumed it was Antifa. But as a law enforcement officer, somebody that's used to pinning out and checking people out, I could easily see that there were people in our midst that weren't part of the group. I just assumed it was Antifa because all other rallies had people that would come in and pretend like they were Trump supporters. And I could see they weren't very friendly, they were stoic. It was clear, but there was over 500,000 people there. I saw zero issues. I dealt with taxi cab drivers, grocery store people, hotel. They were all happy to have us. Every hotel was packed. We were just as happy and friendly as could be. There was zero people wearing helmets that were part of the Trump team. I don't know anything about what went on at the Capitol because I left way before that. I didn't get up anywhere near it. However, I've seen a lot of videos since then. I saw Trump supporters who had GoPro cameras all throughout the crowd, so a lot of things got documented. I have tons of video evidence that shows for 2 days how calm and happy and there was zero issues. So there's a lot of videos from the DC White House, or excuse me, the courthouse, or the whatever, the court building, that show that the cops were letting them in and they were just standing there. So there's a lot more going on, and all of that stuff is going to end up coming out. It already is, they're just not reporting on it. But I just wanted to give you something as a first-hand person who was actually there and can attest to there was zero problems up until that moment. So there you go. You're awesome!
Thank you, Kathleen. Robert, would you like to get up and say a word or two?
Yeah.
Robert West, ladies and gentlemen.
I want you guys to think about something. Okay, all these social medias, Facebook, YouTube, all these places are cutting us off. Parler, you know, it's harder to put stuff on Parler now because Google says that they're not going to let Parler use their stuff. Also, I want you guys to remember something. I'm not the organizer, so there's nothing I can do about it, but I think that we should have a moment of silence for the people, including the lady that was killed by police. An unarmed lady was shot and killed by Capitol Police.
Unarmed citizen.
An unarmed citizen was killed by
An 11-year Air Force veteran.
and she was an 11-year Air Force veteran. And I want you to think about that. That we had veterans there. We had police. There's 2 Seattle police officers that are looking at suspended and getting fired because they were there. All these people that are upholding our constitutional rights are getting messed around. And then we got these political police, and that's what the Capitol Police are. All they do is protect the politicians in the White House, right? Protect their corruption. And the people of the United States need to say enough is enough. You know, and that's what I hope people are out here doing, is saying enough is enough. You know, Facebook needs to get in trouble. YouTube needs to get in trouble. Google needs to get in trouble. They're censoring our stuff, but due to they're not a government agency, it's hard to turn around and say they're violating our constitutional rights. Because the Constitution was designed to protect the people from the government. And I want you guys to think about that. And like I said, I hope we have a moment of silence for those that were killed in the Capitol, especially the lady, that 11-year Air Force veteran that was shot and killed by Capitol Police because they're protecting their corrupt politicians. That's what I had to say.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Brother Bob.
I just want to say something real quick. You know, I follow this stuff pretty closely, behind the scenes, front of the scenes, whatever, and I have for a long time. I was an investigator for a long time, so I read all the court reports because I'm just a total nerd, and I haven't missed any of the hearings because that's just, I spent thousands of hours inside courtrooms because that's just what I did professionally. But just because I went to DC, just because I was there, I have heard that FBI are contacting people who were in attendance. It's just outrageous. And, you know, and I've also heard that people are having their bank accounts shut down just simply because they were there. That there's no evidence that they did anything, but that is happening like right now. So I have no doubt that somebody's going to be knocking on my door at some point in time. You know, and I'm just letting you know that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And then just when I was coming here, Facebook Messenger has now a new requirement that you have to agree to be tracked, tell exactly where your texting is going. So that's not gonna work for me. But I just wanted to tell that part of it, what the FBI is doing to those of us who were there in attendance but weren't involved. And there you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, everybody. Miles, did you have something else you wanted to say? Sarah, you want to go?
Not really, but I think I have to.
Oh boy.
Let's go, Sarah.
Somebody might need to hear about it.
Let's just push that trigger.
Yeah. Pulling the trigger. This is awesome. Okay. I am not a good speaker. I'm super nervous, so please bear with me. This is my first time doing anything like this. I've heard people say a couple of things today that really caught my attention. And I heard him talking about the identity politics and being black and how really you're just an American, right? I've heard other people talking today about how we're Americans. We care about our families. We want to be allowed to raise our children. That's what I want. I want to be allowed to raise my kids.
Amen.
So I think what I really need to say is that we have all of our social media, which he touched on also. You know what this is, right? What is this?
It's a tracking device.
It's a cell phone. It's a tracking device. Good answers. The thing about this is that if you have one of these, it's recording everything about you all the time. It records where you are. It records who you talk to. It records what you care about. If you're on Facebook, you're probably taking those stupid quizzes, right? I bet you probably know what dog breed you are, right? All of these little personality things. This device records all of that information that you put onto it. It records your family, your friends, what you care about, what your faith is or what your faith is not, what you love and what you hate. And then the people on the other side of this device who have access to the programming, who have access to all of that information that you put onto it, they take a look at that and they analyze it. And then they sort you into a category. They say, oh, this person is a patriot, this person is Antifa, this person is BLM. I'm going to talk to all of you today because we have people live streaming and there's a good chance that Antifa and BLM are going to see this. Our friend over there is gone. Hi, missing friend over there. But anyway, guys, the thing that is really important here is that you are not your identity, okay? You're not Antifa, you're not BLM, you're not a patriot, you are an American. You're born in this country. Chances are pretty good you're born in this country. If you're not born in this country, then welcome, you're an immigrant. That makes you especially special. That makes you especially American. Did you know that this country was founded by people who immigrated? We were founded by immigrants. There's no reason why we should have all of this hate except that they give us things to hate each other about. And the more we hate each other, and the more divided we allow ourselves to become, and the more we push ourselves away from our friends and family who think differently from us, the more unbalanced we become as people and as a society. So, I guess my message today is that labels are stupid. Ditch your labels, okay? I'm not a white girl. If you look at me, I look like a white girl. Okay, that's fair. I'm an American. I'm an American, and I always will be, and I'm never going to be anything other than that, because that's what I am.
Her name's Sarah.
And my name is Sarah.
Here you are, Sarah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What's your name?
Philip Anderson.
Philip Anderson. It's great to meet you. I've seen you on Facebook.
I don't see a white woman. I see an American.
Thank you. I don't see a black man either. I see an American.
Yes.
I saw the guy over there who was saying fuck Trump earlier, right? I don't even care. He can say that for all he wants. He's an American too. But I'm tired of hating people. I'm tired of pushing people away, and I'm tired of being slapped with a mask and saying, if you don't wear this mask, you're selfish. If you don't wear this mask, you don't care about other people. How dare you say that to me or to anybody else? Because masks are not a symbol of caring about other people. If you look through history, masks have always been a symbol of shame and subjugation. I am an American citizen, damn it, and I'm not going to play that fucking game.
Thank you, Sarah.
Woo! Right.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am, you can. Come on up here.
Do we know, hey,
If anybody has any information, I would sure love to hear about it. If anybody has any information about this, because I don't have TV and I haven't had TV for 25 years, but I just came from church and somebody was telling me that Trump brought in a law in 2018 called the insurrection law. Is that something that we could have hope for?
I heard it was passed last night.
Talk about an executive order and something.
right. That's, there's probably better educated people, like that newspaper man right there, he's probably well educated on that type of thing. The guy with the black mask, I talked to him because he reports on this stuff. So if he's reporting honestly, he knows what's going on.
It's called the Insurrection Act. Insurrection Act.
There's no reason I did that, Phil. I got you, bro. We're just starting, RJ. I just want you to know that.
Okay, I got one more person that would like to say a couple words. Miles?
Miles.
Fill up. Back up a little bit. I tend to carry my voice anyways. First I want to start off, it's 2021. Why is there a ballot box sitting right here? That's how much this county cares about your election, folks. That's how much your county cares. Now, how long has this ballot box been sitting in here? It don't matter if there's ballots in it or not, but to me that's just a representation of what's going on in this country. We just kind of, you're going to forget about it. In 2022, we're going to go through this whole thing again. You know, meanwhile, there's men that are shooting themselves in the head because they're not working. Meanwhile, there's children that are being abused at home because their families are going crazy over this stuff. We have a media, we've talked about big tech, we've talked about big government, we've talked about law enforcement. We have not talked about the local media that lies. The local media that hides what's going on right in front of their face. There are men here who have been attacked in the streets of Astoria, Oregon, and nobody knows about it. And that man right there refuses to report on it. He'll call me up and say, hey Miles, can you give me some information? And I'll call him back and give him a little info. But I tell you what, I tell you what, when I get ran over by a bicycle by a councilman at a thing in Astoria, they don't talk about it. When Ryan Lyles gets attacked by women for walking down the street, he don't report it. So we're going to talk about big tech. We've done that. We've talked about law enforcement. We've done that. There's bad actors at every level. Okay? There's bad actors here locally. All right? And we have to start calling them out. He will not take down his mask. He's afraid. I am telling you right now, the people he worked for have lied about us multiple times. So this is how they handle it. He will report lies about me and watch me suffer. My children don't talk to me because of the lies you have spread. And then as soon as I talk a little truth in the public square, this is what happens. You are like big media trying to shut people down. No, you can't make me stop because he prints lies and you know that. So, we're done talking about the media. He's had his 15 minutes of fame. You know what? I am so glad that you are all out here. The truth is that the people that are here, no matter whether you fly a Democrat, whether you fly Republican, at least you love the country. But I will say this, if you're a Democrat, this is tough, folks, because we have seen an election to where the last 4 years you have screamed over a fake dossier for the best president we've had in my lifetime to be impeached. Okay? And now we're sitting here and you don't even want to look into a little bit of election fraud? This is pathetic. And then when you have the local media down here shoving a freaking, I already have a missing tooth, and she shoves that into my face so I can lose more teeth. Come on, guys. You know what? I love you all. Thank you for coming out. We're going to end this with a prayer unless there's anybody else that'd like to speak. But if we're going to have angry rhetoric, I would like to control that.
Yeah, no angry rhetoric.
Dismantle the GOP.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, while you all here are in Clatsop County suffering through fake news at a local level, while some of you can't go to your jobs, while some of you're told you're unessential and beg and hope Congress gives you $600, you might be lucky. And you know what the worst part about that is now? We have conservatives begging for $600. You know why? A year ago they would have been too strong. They would have stood up and said, I don't need your $600. You know why? They would have went to work the next morning. But now they can't. They want to feed their families. And you're saying, oh, you know what? $600, what are you, a socialist? I don't know. Let me go to work.
They give billions of dollars to outside. They give billions of dollars to the outside.
Dismantle the GOP. That's what I was supposed to say. So meanwhile, this is going on. We have the leader of the GOP is playing over in Washington, D.C. For what? What's going on in D.C. that the leader of the local GOP needs to be going and getting selfies for? Huh? The local GOP leaders should be asking why there's still ballot boxes laying around. Or is this how we do it? We just leave them laying around for years at a time? We need answers. All right, this is not a photo op. This is selfies, the days of social media. Hey, they took them from you, and I am glad. Thank you, Big Tech, because now the men are going to get off their asses and come to the streets and do something. And you heard women here today. You had multiple women saying, where are the men in this community? Where are they? Because the only ones talking are lying. We need honest, good men to stand up and protect this country.
Woo! Yes! Yes! I'd like to mention, just a second ago, we had somebody step up and say, please tell him to stop. Please make him stop. Guess what? This is the United States of America, and we get to speak.
And that means
Miles gets to speak too. We get to speak. I'm sorry, I'm taking my turn. You can have a turn after me. Thank you, sir. Just wait your turn. All right.
You can still stand there though, just wait.
Yeah, hey, know what? He's a reporter. He can speak anytime he wants. He can bring his own microphone because he's going to report on it.
Communist speech is not free speech.
Report lies.
Communist speech is not free speech.
Thank
when
you.
they're spouting their communist propaganda that has to do with the government media complex, I am not going to give them a platform.
Communist speech is not free speech.
Communist speech is not free speech, and that's what they're trying to do to this country.
But that's exactly why we should let him speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I watched a movie last night. I watched the best movie that Disney has ever produced. It is called Johnny Tremain, and you should go home and find it right now and watch it. Johnny Tremain is the best movie that Disney has ever produced, and I'll tell you why. Because in the middle of this movie, James Otis, who has a brain injury, okay? The man does not function because he had a brain injury caused by an altercation, a political altercation, and his thoughts were not what they used to be. But even with a brain injury, he knew, and he was able
So
to
you
get
guys,
up
this
and
is the
speak
time that I usually
to the
ask
committees of
for
correspondence.
donations. Donations
And
are
he said
nice.
to them,
You can do it through
we
the
are
YouTube
not
channel.
fighting for ourselves.
Any
We are
donation
not
would be
fighting
nice.
for our own liberty. We are fighting against
This
tyranny
helps me go
for
places
everyone.
and
Even
cover
for
events
the
and
children
stuff
of the
like
Red
this.
Coats, even for the Redcoats themselves, we fight for liberty. We're not fighting against anything. We're fighting for liberty, for ourselves and our posterity, and that is what it's about. So when they tell you that you're selfish, when they tell you that you're a horrible person because you won't wear a mask, that's bullshit. Because you are being free, and you're fighting for liberty for yourself so that you can provide for your families, so that you can raise your children the way you want to, and not just for you. Even for the children of BLM, even for the children of Antifa, they need liberty too, and it is wrong, and it is not fair to deny them that opportunity in the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
All right, if there's other people that want to speak, I'm going to say no right now because I don't want this to break down into a fight and argument. I'm here to support my country
You're picking on me
and my
because I'm Jewish.
countrymen. That's what I'm
No
here
one knew you were Jewish.
And that's what all of us are here for, I believe. So with that in mind, I'd like to close this up, and if anybody is willing, I'd like them to take a walk with me, and we're going to walk down Broadway to the turnaround and come back. Is anybody with me?
Right here.
All right. Anybody else?
I'm with you. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right, come on. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go for a little walk.
If I can do it, y'all can do it. Let's go.
All right, Andrew says we're going. Gotta listen to the black guy.
Uh-oh. There's my camera. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I
All right.
saw you babes out here. What's up, Candace? How are you?
We're driving by. We're gonna go protest the league.
I showered today. Shut up.
Oh, no.
Surprised I didn't borrow it. Wouldn't fit me now.
Hey. What the
Hey guys, I think we should let him speak. I don't think we should do what the Democrats do.
I think I am, honestly.
I don't care. Here, I got a microphone. Here.
We know a lot of people that get pregnant.
Little girl's almost 3.
Hey, okay.
My voice is tall as I am. Shut up. You sell all kinds of stuff here, huh? I don't. Yeah, they are. I did not. Nice. Well, this is our little booth if you want Yeah. Are you guys walking down Broadway? No, we're driving.
All right, folks, let's bring it in.
What do you think about what I said?
Good. What other reporters write. What I write, I've always been honest with you.
So you're saying there's Seattle police that went at Olympia?
Yeah.
In the DC?
Yeah, there's 2 Seattle police officers that's been suspended, and they were told, and basically it's the chief sat there and said that if they are found to have been in the Capitol, they'll be fired.
Wow. That's just the sign right there. They don't want any good cops in there.
Yeah.
Kicking all the people's ass.
Downtown Astoria in the middle of the day. Well, there's a lot of people
they wanted to do that I was arrested for assaulting a police officer, all this shit.
But I mean, it's
So what do you think of my speech?
Good. Very good. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
I still want to leave.
people are videotaping, and then the cops show up, and I hate to be anti-cop because if you saw my car, I have stuff all over. They show up, and then they're trying to go around the community park, New York, they're trying to pin it on me and Brandy's, and we were literally going into the van to literally help a guy take his dog that was literally dying. The feds officer. I know. It's like, you can't take this stuff.
We don't want to make what they're saying.
They are, because they got all that.
I was born in 1980. I haven't had a battle there.
Thank you.
How are you? Good. How about you?
Hey, Ryan,
shoot
a picture and send it to me. I will.
There you go, living the dream as long as we get to, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize that was you. I was there.
Hey Ryan,
as well.
what do you think of my speech?
I didn't listen to it. I was over here. I didn't listen to any of it.
Trouble is what you are.
Trouble is what I am.
All right, are we going to march or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even think we should. I think we should go to my house and eat. Did everybody not come to my house? I guess not.
I think he's got.
Hey, I don't know what you're doing. We're having a big barbecue. I got a bunch of New York
I got to get back.
All right.
We're going into session here tomorrow. So
yeah, get it done.
All right, we'll
Thanks,
see you
Mike.
guys.
I've just been hanging out, making sure that my plate's really clean for next time.
Are you still going to go into being a journey? Or
so I'm actually gonna.
What do you think, Bob?
Okay.
I think it was a pretty good rally.
I think Mike Bluehair was getting attacked by the Antifa for filming them when we beat their ass the other day.
Yeah.
I seen a bunch of Antifa. They were mad.
Oh yeah.
Volunteer. I haven't seen
Thank you so much. You too. This is what you got.
So I got,
You guys walk off.
so I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Where can people find your site and buy stuff from you? Do you have a YouTube, or do you have a website or something?
No, but we could write down your information and then, or our information, and then we could like send it through the mail and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there's no website or anything yet.
Okay, I was wondering if there's any way to contact you guys.
Ask the box right here.
No. I didn't.
Hey, I was curious, how would people, if they want to buy your stuff, contact you?
I've been trying to work on getting business cards and a website going for me, but I do have some business cards through it's a family thing we do. My dad too, and he has the website set up. And has a phone number, so I could, I usually handle those out. We live in Battleground.
Oh, okay.
So.
You live right up the way from me. I live in Portland.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Yeah, I was wondering because you're selling the stuff, and I know people like to buy stuff online.
Yeah, I've heard a lot. I know, and I'm shooting myself in the foot by not getting it set up by now. But
my YouTube channel gets a lot of views, and it'd be nice to see people order stuff from you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So.
All right, folks. It looks like we're going to start wrapping this up here. We're not going to march. We got several people amongst us that are injured and probably can't make the walk. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for coming out here today. I appreciate it, and we need to stay together, and we need to keep communicating with one another. It's important.
Okay, this is Bob. I'm going to sign off. Like I said, I'd appreciate it if you guys could donate something within the next couple of minutes. So, looks like I'm invited to a barbecue. I love barbecues. So, catch y'all later.
Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, now bundled together. The greatest stories and characters, the largest streaming TV library, and exclusive sports.
You might have, if you leave me a string, you might have, I got a story on